Hey, what's up, solar family? It's James here. Hopefully you're doing amazing. In this video, I want to go over how you can make up to $40,000 for every 10 homeowners that you speak to, right? So meaning that, every 10 homeowners that you sit down at their coffee table or every 10 homeowners that you do a Zoom meeting with, there's an opportunity for you to make at least $40,000, right? And obviously you could plug in your own commission structure here, but it's for demonstrational purposes, right? So for example, this is the number of homeowners. I'm just gonna do H/O, right? Because I don't have much room here. And basically this is your commission on this side, right? So for example, homeowner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, I think you can see that. So basically on this side here, all these numbers just represents the homeowners that you actually had a consultation with. And every single one of those, there's a possibility to earn $4,000, right? So what I'm gonna do is I wanna put $4,000 for every single spot here. 4,000. It's a lot of money, right? 4,000. So for every single deal that you close, you can make a possible $4,000 commission. And keep in mind that I'm not guaranteeing any income, but I'm just going to show you the possibilities if you have the right sales methodologies and the right systems in place, right? And I'm not saying that you're gonna make 10 every single month, right? You're gonna make 10 or close 10 every single month. But when you sit down with 10 homeowners, there's a possibility for you to make at least, right? At least $40,000 because these are the 10 homeowners that you already sat down with. Hopefully that makes sense. So, enable for you to make $40,000 with every 10 homeowners that you sit down with, there has to be a sales strategy in place. And that's what I'm going over today, right? And you can see where you're at in the spectrum to see what you're lacking in your sales methodologies and your process. And the idea is for you to implement and fill some of those gaps so you can capitalize on all your commissions and you're not leaving money on the table. So for example, right? If your current close rate right now is at 10%, you're currently capitalizing on $4,000. Does that make sense? You're closing 1 out of 10 and you're making $4,000. And obviously everybody's commission is going to be a little bit different, but I'm just using $4,000 as an example. So another example is if you're closing at 20%, obviously, now you're making $8,000. And most consultants get stuck right here, meaning that their sales methodologies, their sales pitch, their educational level to the homeowner is right here. That's all they know, right? And there's a cap. And for some reason, maybe this is you can't break this cap of closing 2 every single month or whatnot, right? Or 2 for every 10 that you sit down with. And obviously, maybe you're not sitting down with 10, a month. Ideally, you should. But say, for example, it takes you 2 months to sit down with 10 homeowners, and you're only closing 2 out of 10. And the majority, like a high percentage, 90% of consultants are stuck right here. And keep in mind, when I'm talking about close rate, I'm talking about cold market close rate, not warm leads, right? Like your friends or your family, that should be like 100%. But for cold market leads, most consultants get stuck right here. So what you need to do to break through the barrier to get over to the other side is you need to level up. You need to get around like-minded people. You need mentoring, coaching, and those are the things that we do where we help you fill that gap. So instead of closing 2 every month, you're actually closing 4 every month, or 4 for every 10 homeowners that you sit down with. So now basically you're a 40% closer. right? Ideally, that's where you want to be at 40%. And obviously, the basic training that you're getting from your solar company right now, they can probably train you right around here, right? 1 or 2, and you're probably telling yourself, yeah, James, you're right. I fall in line with about 1 or 2 deals every single month. And again, enable for you to capitalize on all your deals, right? There has to be some systems, some strategies in place. You have to level up your sales skills. And not only that, right? Not only that, because we can teach you how to level up on your sales strategy. And for example, hypothetically, once you're closing 40% of your deals, guess what? There's another 60% here, right? So what you need to do is you need to be able to fill the gap with the 60% of homeowners that you haven't closed yet. And the way you fill that gap, this gap right here, and I wish I had another color pen, the remaining 60% right here, this is 60% of the homeowners that you've already spoken to. You need automation. You need to be top of mind. Every single time the homeowner thinks about going solar, you should be top of mind. Meaning that you have to stay connected with your homeowners after you sit down with that homeowner, right? So meaning that you've already sat down with 10 homeowners, you have a really high close rate now because you took our training, you got mentorship from us. Now you're closing at a 40% close rate. Now let's put in some automations in place because you don't want to leave any money on the table. For every 10 homeowners that you sit down with, 40% should close, meaning 4 should close, and the other 60%, we're going to get them later. We're going to be at top of mind. We're going to send out emails, text messages, voice messages or whatnot to stay connected with these homeowners. Because as soon as one of these emails resonates with your homeowner, maybe it's the federal tax credit going away or whatever that may be, they're going to reach out to you rather than reaching out to your competitors. So that's the strategy on the way to be able to earn at least $40,000 for every 10 homeowners that you sit down with, right? And keep in mind that you have to have these strategies in place. You have to be a really high closer. That's going to get you at 40%. And you have to have automations in place because the wealth is in the follow-up. I'm pretty sure you heard that in the past, but what are you doing to implement these strategies in your business so you don't leave 60% of your deals on the table? So if you want to dive in deeper, you want to learn how to level up your sales strategies, you want to put automations in place so you don't ever leave money on the table ever again, make sure you book your solar strategy call. It's going to be a pop-up right above this video. Book your call, whether you're new in the industry or maybe you want to get in the industry, book that call. It's absolutely free. And do me one favor before you bounce out here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and please click the like button so this video gets shared to all our solar family. Other than that, have an amazing day. Peace.